Hola, hola, estudiantes, es profe Vina. Hoy es el 16 de septiembre, miércoles. Let's take a look. This is your agenda overview video. While we are adjusting this week, I will be doing this in English. In the future, I will be doing it in Spanish. Please take note, we do have an announcement for today. So today, when all of you move to asynchronous, which is the independent portion of the hour, I will be meeting with certain students during that time. So when I call your name, you will simply stay on the meeting when everybody else can exit to work on their other assignments. And I will say to please exit the meeting entirely while I discuss some things with those other students, and you can certainly rejoin later. Let's look at our goals today. We're continuing to become familiar with the technology that we will need. We're going to practice sharing opinions in Spanish about the short film Azul. Listen carefully to your classmates because you will be asked to write your own opinion paragraph at the end of the hour about Azul using those same conversation questions in the lower left of the activity sheet that you were asked to prepare. So if you want to get a few more ideas for what you could say, listening carefully during that exchange today will help you. And then the last thing that you have on the agenda is to explore the interpersonal relationships in Madrid, Spain. So when we go down to the asynchronous portion of the lesson that you see there, lección asíncrono, you have an order for activities on Vista. So please watch your Flash Cultura. Then you're going to complete those two activities that go along with the video. You also have this piece where you're going to be asked to write the paragraph, the opinion paragraph about Azul. If you prefer to start with that, you could, but watching the video and completing the activity should be kept together. When you go into Vista, remember where you can find some things here. So here is Wednesday. Once you go in, and again, I'll show you, you log into your lock and key at Anoka High School, and then you're going to get all these choices. I have so many because I'm a teacher. Click on Vista. Your page, once you get in, will look like this. If you are behind with assignments at this point, do all of the assignments for today and then go back and as you have time, complete old assignments, with the exception of the assignment with Azul. So you can click that open and then you see these. You can click Start. And remember at the top that you have your assignment list. So it looks like today that Azul is coming up first. You could write that paragraph first if you want, and then the activities with Flash Cultura go right in order, and that first one is your video, and then you have two listening activities. Please use your, I'm going to show you, please use your teacher tips, these los consejos. That's my voice in there, and I'm alerting you to all of these tools that you have up at the top where you can find things. Now, lastly, I'm going to show you one other thing. Return to the dashboard. Look up at the top, course content. If you go to activities, here we are in the drop-down menu. We're in the first unit, Lección Uno. Now, when you are here, this is the student view, so this is what yours looks like. For example, these are all of the things that we're going to be going over at some point, and if you're like, well, I'd like to see a vocabulary page and study more of this, simply click on it, and that is where you can find your vocabulary page. Start doing any type of practice or making flashcards, this type of thing. But there are all kinds of tools for you here. And so maybe you're like, oh, I should do some practice conjugating in the present tense. These things you can see were assigned to you already. You can go back and revisit them anytime. You could also, do additional practice. I'm not going to be assigning every single thing ever from Vista. You could, look at all of the things we have. We have so many. So if you want to go in and do practice, I have made these available to you. And again, use the tabs on the left to organize. So estructura is your grammar. So if you're like present tense or ser en estar and you're like, yeah, how do we do that? You can come here and look, refresh your memory. It's totally normal to become confused and forget things. It happens to all of us, even teachers. We are constantly going back and refreshing our understanding of things. Totally normal. You want to know how to help yourself and to use these resources. Thank you.